Okay, okay, so we created this test case, right? Let me show you what happens in the script. So this is the script being created in the back. So you see the web UI.open browser. You have navigate URLs. Those are the steps. So same thing that you see here, you have a script being written in the backend. So this is what, so if you know the scripting, you don't need to record it actually. You can just create it all different things right there. Okay, this page, all this, you can just write it in the script. Yeah. There is a script tab here in your tool. It's the same view, but it's in the scripting view. Right?
The one that is the manual one.
What I don't what
scripting view.
Yes. Yeah, the what this is a manual view. Yeah. Manual view is there. It's just a nice keyword view. Yeah, you can call it a keyword view. This is a keyword view. I think UFT, in UFT they call it keyword view. And there is a scripting view, is same thing. So, but the script is shown here. Okay, but you don't worry. Since you are working through this, you just strictly work through this view. Well, what do you think? Right, so it is manual without you are doing anything except for clicking the button here. But what happens is that this type of scripts, you have finder scripts, it's not feasible for you to click on finder test cases and so forth, right? One by one. That's not what you are there. So at night, all these commands, so there is a way to run it in a batch file, in a bulk, all these test cases. That's what happens at night. Okay, these commands are run one by one, all the test cases, and then you just capture the results at that point, at the end. That's what in the real life companies. But when you are in the tool, you can run one by one. Okay. Okay, any question on this process?
For all, we can found the script, you can see whatever language they're working.
Yeah, this is a Groovy programming. Yeah, Groovy programming.
For other like Selenium and all, that is like that.
Well, it will be, could be Java, could be Ruby, could be C#, anything. Selenium supports multiple programming languages. But this specific tool uses Groovy. Yeah. Okay. Let me show you one more thing. Okay. There is always something more. Okay. There are. Yeah. But let me show you one, and then you can work through this example here. But I think there is another thing I wanted you to actually, because it might help you as well. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe out our test steps here. Okay. Okay. Let me just create a different we have super user login, right? So I'm going to create a different test case manually. So I'm just going to click new test case. This time, let's say dealer user login. Okay. So I'm just validating dealer user login. Okay. So I have a dealer user and it's empty here. Now you can record it, right? But I don't want to record it. So this time I'm going to use this add button to add a bunch of different steps. Okay. Yeah, I'm just creating everything manually. Okay. So I'm just having similar steps. So how many steps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? It will be similar steps, right? For the other one, dealer user login. Okay, so what is my first step? Open browser. So I have open browser keyword. So I'm going to select that. And there is no object because it's just opening a browser. Okay, so what is the second step? Navigate to URL, right? Navigate to URL. Okay, so I'm selecting that keyword. Now here, I need to provide input. What websites, right? So HTTP Azure Airflow.azure websites.net. Okay, so I'm done with this step. Now, what do I need to do is, once I'm on the home page, so set text. Okay, it says set text. Okay, you are setting some text. Okay, now here you have an object. So you need to go back here, see where I'm setting the text on. What object? So I know username is there in the repository. So what I can do is I can double click on it. Okay. Let me come back. So this is it says null because there is no object right now. So I can double click on it. And here I'll find the page home name, and this is where my username is, that particular object. So I can click on it. And at the end, I have OK here, right? So this is how it looks. Right? So I can select this object and click OK. All right. So what action I'm performing? Set text. I'm inputting something. And here I need to supply what is the value. Who am I logged in as? I should specify dealer. So what is the username? Gtraining. Okay. Now I'm creating everything from scratch after I have the objects. Okay. Because the objects are already created. I don't need to go through. So here again, my next step would be set text again, this time on the password. But now I inputted only username. I need to supply the password. So again, I'll go back, find my object, password, click OK. And this time it's just string, and it says trade. Okay. So I'm good. What is my next logical step? No, it's a dealer login, right? But have I logged in yet? What is my next? Click, right? So that's what I need to do. So click. What is the object? So that's what I need to find. Login button is already there. So I'm just going to select that, and that's it. There is no input. Now what? So once I logged in, then what do I need to do? This is a login test case. Verify, right? Okay, so I can say verify. Let's see if I can find verify. So verify checked, verify text. What do I want to do? What to do? Verify text. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. Now, where is my object? What I'm verifying? I know, but that object is not here. So what do you do? Now let's go back here. Okay. So Airflow training. So Gtraining. So I'm logged in as dealer. What makes it a dealer homepage? Dealer homepage, right? Or calculator or print blank, one of these things. Let's go with because dealer homepage is shown for no, it's shown for which other user? Site administrator will also get the same thing.
No, sorry. Admin homepage.
So yeah, I'm logging as site administrator. All right. Fine. Okay, so I see the dealer homepage here, right? So it's not a unique. All right, that's the reason. Okay, so you have calculator, print blank app. One of these things you can do. Okay, load status on this. So let's go with the calculator. Yep. So we can go with the calculator. Now the problem is that we don't have this object, right? In the repository. Do I need to record it? How do I get this object in my repository so that I can start referencing in my steps? So that's where you have a nice tool here. This is called SpyWeb. It's like a James Bond. You can go and look for anybody's things as spy. This tool will allow you to capture the existing things on the browser and put it in the repository. Okay, so let me go how you can do that. So that's where spy web comes in, and let's specify the URL. Rflow.azure websites.net. Here, what I can do is I can click on a new browser instance, so it will start it. Okay. So again, I'm going to log in as G training. I'm not recording, okay? But it just lets me take a look at it and capture the objects from the page. Okay, so I'm going to log in. What I'm interested in this one. Okay, so I'm just going to simply go here and then click on it. Hang on. Okay. I don't want to open new one. Okay, give me a second. All right. I guess it logged me in. Again, right? So if I come here, right click on it, say capture object. So this time it's a capture object. Okay, so it captured this guy, right? And so I can see the properties, what it has, like what ID and all those things. So it captures all the HTML properties, all the attributes for that object. Okay, and then I simply do is save. And it will ask me, where do you want to save this guy? So I will go with, since this is, I think we are storing the dealer, the other ones here, maybe in the page. We'll figure out later on. We can move it later on. Okay, so I can just simply select one of the folders, click OK. And let's say we close it out at this point. It's already saved. So we will just close it out. And let's see if that guy shows up here. So it shows up here as a calculator. So I can move it. If I say here somewhere, then I can move it as well. But see here, that object was already there because we recorded as part of the previous test. So I don't need it again. So I'm just gonna delete it. But all I want to show is how you can capture these objects into repository. Okay, so I'm going to remove it. But here I already have this object. So let's just select the same one. A calculator. Okay, it's the same object. It's a copy of the other one. So verify element A calculator, and that's it. Your test case is done. You created completely from manual process or manually. Now, if I run it, hopefully it will pass based on what we have. I'm going to let's close this one. Let's see what happens. If our steps are correct, it should pass at this point. Maybe, maybe not. Because this one, let's see. See if it verifies properly. Or did we have a closed browser? Maybe not. So, okay, so let's see why it failed. It probably didn't find it. Dealer user login. Let's see why it failed. Root cause. See if it tells us verified element text of test object repository A calculator failed. So it looks like it didn't like something with the previously captured object. Okay. So let me go back here one more time. And we will try to capture and put it somewhere here. This is calculator, this is calculator. So I'm gonna do the spy web again. All right. Okay, start. training. Okay, so let's see here, capture object. I want to make sure I see the properties here. Link calculator, okay. And we can give any name we want, okay. Let's say change the name to so that we know it's a different object. Yeah, a calculator dealer homepage. I'm just going to put dealer homepage, something like that. Okay. Let's save it. And it goes in again this page folder. You can create a new folder as well. Okay, it says dealer homepage. I can create a new folder anywhere and move it around as well. Let's select this folder so that we know. Okay, so at this point, I'm good. Good. And I have this object, so I want to change it to the dealer homepage. A calculator dealer home. Okay, so I selected that, and oh, one thing why it failed. So we did not say what are we verifying. We said a blank. Okay, that's the reason it failed. Okay, so we missed that part. So it's a simple thing. Dealer, what was it? Calculator. Because we are saying, hey, verify the tax, but we did not say what are we verifying. So now, hopefully it will go through with the same object or whatever the new one. All right, so let's see if I run it. Okay, I don't think we have browser close command, so we'll leave it open. Now it says passed. Okay, so dealer homepage. And if I just simply go and add this one here, go and add the closed browser so that we will know better. Okay, going to save it. Let's run it again so that we don't get confused with what we have open. All right, so I don't have anything open here, which is good. Let's run this test case.
Like the box symbol,
yeah, that's what I was saying. You can link it up to the different Jira and other things, and it can create the bug for you. Yep, so now it closed and it passed at that point, right? So that's a good way to know as well, so that you understand internals, how it works, right? And so forth. So any question on this one? Let's give it let's do the same loan calculator one here. I'll get you guys a couple of more for homework as well later on. You always have homework, right? I think everybody is working, so you guys should be good to work through this at home. Well, I think the MacBook says working for her, so I'm not sure what's. Unfortunately, I can't troubleshoot the MacBook item because I never use MacBook myself. That's the only thing.
Bring it on.